Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we got a message from the Division 2 team about seasons. Let's check it out and see what is going on. So it says, Agents, we want to share an important update regarding the upcoming seasons in the Division 2. In our ongoing commitment to enhance your gaming experience, we have decided to extend the duration of each season to 4 months. Season 2 will now start in October. This change allows us to allocate more time and resources so we can make technical improvements to the game alongside the seasonal content that you expect. We are fully committed to delivering the best possible experience in the Division 2. Without your support and dedication, we would never have gotten this far. We appreciate your patience and understanding as we focus on these enhancements. Thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to sharing more info later this year. So guys, I want you to let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Now, what the devs have said is that they're going to be updating the kind of global event schedule next Tuesday. Also, someone asked, okay, so what we're going to do then for the next month, for the next 4 weeks in September, basically. And they're going to be rerunning global events, but also it'll give them time to add PTS for Season 2. So we're going to be getting that in September, I believe. But yeah, overall, guys, what do you think about the changes here? I'm kind of on the fence here. I don't really know what to think about this, because in many ways, it's a good thing. Because if you consider that, one of the things that I've noticed recently about the game is that there's a lot of issues with this game, right? There's a lot of broken. Trying to play this and talk at the same time is actually much more difficult than it looks. But I'm kind of on the fence, because in many ways the game has some serious technical issues, and if this extra month means that they're going to be able to sort out those technical issues, then I think that's overall a good thing. But obviously it comes at the expense of another month of having to wait for a season. And when you consider that we've still got 3 more seasons after this, then actually the DLC that comes with Season 4 isn't going to come until March, April, probably May, June time next year, as opposed to March. So that's been delayed by 2 months. We've got the 1 month for this, we've got the 1 month for Season 2, and then we've got the 1 month for Season 3. So yeah, you're probably looking at June of next year. So 3-month delay on that DLC, which is really, really frustrating. But also, I mean, the proof's in the pudding as well. I mean, are they gonna actually? Is it gonna make any difference? Because at the end of the day, if they say that they're going to make the technical, this is to help with the technical state, and it needs to be something that we can, as players, notice, right? Because it's easy for them on their end to say, we've done this, that, and the other, and the game is going to feel, is going to be better as a result of it, and that's fine. But if we players don't see that, then, and we're still getting, the Delta errors and all the PC issues and all this sort of stuff, people are going to quickly say that this month extra is just them, wasting time. I mean, the thing is, we want the best experience possible, and if it means that the game has to be delayed an extra month, so that we can get the best experience possible, I think the reasonable person would say, yeah, I mean, fine. I mean, if you need the time, fine, because at the end of the day, the last thing that I want myself is to, log into the game on a new season or whatever the case may be, and it will be broken. But also, if it means that there's some historic bugs that they can perhaps iron out, then great. I mean, that's good. But it's just, it doesn't feel like good news. That's the problem. I mean, I think Coldboy said it best. He responded saying, are we ever going to hear anything good about the Division 2? And that's the problem, is that even though I wouldn't consider this, overly bad, in fact, in many ways, I consider this probably a good thing. For anyone even looking in, someone who's not playing the game, this will look like a bad thing. It's a delay, and nobody. That doesn't look like a good thing. So it's. I mean, it must be hard for the devs, because obviously they're trying to balance making a stable game, a game with no bugs or limited bugs, but also try and push the content out as soon as they really can. What I do think is that this is, in many ways, if you consider that this would have probably have to been greenlit by Ubisoft, then it's probably good, because it means Ubisoft are probably giving them the time to do this. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know how all this stuff kind of works, but an extra month where, Massive are having to push the game back, and that's another month where they're not going to be getting those, the £10 season pass from people. I mean, that's got to be good. That means Ubisoft must trust Massive to make sure that this is going to work. I don't know, guys. It's really hard for me at the moment, because I was really looking forward to Season 2, to be coming soon. I was expecting a PTS, but I was expecting the PTS in like a week, not in September. I was expecting Season 2 to come out in September, probably middle of September or somewhere around that kind of time. Sorry, middle of September, sorry. But obviously it's not going to be coming out till October now. And I mean, that just seems like a really, really long way away. I've seen people saying, oh yeah, another 4 weeks of Golden Bullet. What surprises me most is that there's still people who play this game who have played Golden Bullet 1,000 times, who absolutely love it. And that's really great. I mean, I'm kind of jealous, because I love Golden Bullet. I loved Golden Bullet. But the problem is, when you've played it 1 billion times, that love kind of wears thin, and it's certainly wore thin for me. I no longer look forward to Golden Bullet. I no longer look forward to the global events that we have, because we've played them all 1,000 times. So even though we're going to be getting more global events and all that sort of stuff, reuse global events, to me it's just a delay. I get it. I understand that Massive need to do this. I can't imagine they'd want to do this, but it's still a delay. And that, for me, is probably the most frustrating part, because I think that it's just, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about here anymore. I'm just a little bit frustrated, I guess, that we're getting another delay. But, at the end of the day, if it makes the game better, then I guess overall people are going to be happier. If it means that we don't get a billion forum posts from PC players talking about Delta issues and all that sort of stuff, then great. I mean, I don't want that for people. So if Massive need that extra... Sorry, I just whacked my hand. Massive need that extra time to make sure that that's going to work, then, I'm really happy about that. It's just a shame that they couldn't do it in the 3 months that they get, And I don't know, at the end of the day, I don't know if that's reasonable. I've said this, but I'm not a game developer. I don't know if 3 months between seasons with them trying to fix issues is reasonable or not. I don't know if they're competent or not. All I know is that they've asked for 4 months, or they want 4 months, because they think that they'll be able to get the game technically in a better way. And who am I to argue with that when I don't really know how all that kind of stuff works? From a consumer point, it's frustrating. It's another month. But if the game's going to come out in a much better state, then I guess, what? It's another month. It's not the end of the world, so many more games delay their stuff for so much longer. I don't know. But it could also be tactical, guys. I mean, there's a ton of games coming out in September. I don't think this has got anything to do with it, but there's a ton of games coming out in September, and maybe Massive don't want to compete with those. I don't think that's the case, to be honest. I don't think the Division's pulling in massive amounts of new players. There definitely are new players, definitely, but I don't think they're bringing in a huge amount of new players at this point, where they've got to worry about other games coming out and all that sort of stuff. Maybe when it comes to the DLC in Season 4, which, as I said, looks to be maybe July next year now. Maybe then, possibly. But for right now, I don't think they've got to worry about that. I don't think there's, people are rushing to get back into the Division 2. Maybe if there's Division 3 as well, possibly, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. There you go, guys. That's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to say today. I mean, I never do live commentaries because it's very difficult, as you can probably tell. Normally I would have some gameplay footage and then kind of talk over the top of it. It's just much easier. But hopefully you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think, as I said, in the comments down below. Is this a good thing for you? Is this a bad thing for you? I'm very much on the fence. I'm very much, this is great. I understand it, but it's a delay. And so, that's where I'm at. But that's it, guys. Till the next one. Epic out.